Hello, everyone, and welcome to the practice log, which will have no practice in it, and instead just me talking. But that's what this is all about, right? Practice log isn't about practicing; it's about listening to me talk and explain some stupid ideas. This is really a bad intro. Anyway, what are we going to talk about today? Well, I just made my last practice log a couple days ago, and don't really have much progress to report. But had some spare time this afternoon, so I wanted to make a video. And I decided that what I should talk about is learning songs, because I've been reading a book. You can see a little bit at the bottom. It's like a reveal. I've been reading a book about how to learn songs and want to use a bunch of the things it says to try and learn a song and see if that works a lot better. Because I'm always, interested in improving, interested in learning a lot. That's what this whole practice log thing is about. So if I can get better at learning songs, at really knowing them super well, then that would be great. And I think this book and the ideas it has are really helpful for that. Speaking of improving, this should be my last video in this crummy set that looks awful and has bad lighting. I'm going to be moving it all to a different spot, which will have way better lighting and hopefully look way better. And maybe I'll actually shower before I do videos so my hair isn't so cooked. Anyways, really moving up in the world is what I'm trying to say here. But let's talk about the book. So this book is Primacy of the Ear by Rand Blake. I picked it up thinking it was an ear training book, which it is not. It has nothing about ear training in here, so to speak. But it talks a lot about personal style with musicianship and how to properly learn songs so that you really know them instead of just having a surface level understanding. And by really know songs, I mean really know the song, because it's pretty intense. How to learn it. Not intense by classical musician standards, like you got to practice 10 hours a day, but intense in a way where I've never learned a song this way intentionally. I have learned a song this way, well, many songs this way unintentionally, but it's new to me to make a conscious effort to learn every new song that I'm going to play this deeply. So what am I talking about? What does this book say that you should do to learn songs? Well, the main thesis of the book is that in order to really play a song well, you need to have a deep aural, not oral, aural, A-U-R-A-L, understanding of the song in every facet. So basically what he recommends is that before you even pick up your instrument, you need to be able to sing the whole song, know the harmony of the song, and be able to sing the chords, and be able to sing the bass line of the song. And if you can do all those things, then you really know it super well. You probably don't even need to listen to the recording to work out the song, because you've listened to it so much that it's like you have the recording in your head, and it's ingrained so deeply that you can just sort of play it on your instrument. You might have to work out fingerings and stuff, but you know it to a really deep level before you start playing it. And then also, if you do know songs to that degree, they're going to deeply influence your personal style, which is really interesting, because I think most musicians who take it seriously, who want to record, who want to be in bands, they want to make their own style. They want to be talked about this is a cool, fresh new style, or this is a mind-blowing style, no one's ever seen this before. And how you make your own style is not just from sitting in a room making up new stuff. That's part of it, but how you really make a new style is by synthesizing many other people's styles. If you just copy one other person, that's not your style. But if you copy 20 different people, mix it all up, put that through the whatever filter that you have, where it's okay, I like this part of his style, but I don't really like that. I'm going to keep this chord voicing out of this one song that I love, and then I'm going to use that in 10 of my songs. all that put together really makes your own style, and people will think that that's really new and fresh, which is interesting. We could talk about that more at some point, but how the people that are considered the most original are generally people who have taken influences from other genres and then put it into the genre they play in, right? It's going way back to Bach, right? The reason why he was so original, I mean, there were a lot of reasons, but something that my old music appreciation teacher always talked about was how Bach combined the sort of German and Italian schools of music, and they were very different at the time, and they kind of synthesized together. Maybe that's completely wrong. It's been a long time since music appreciation or since I read anything on Bach. I should get back into Bach. But he kind of mixed those together, synthesized them, and came up with a great original style from mixing those two. Like jazz has definitely been a synthesis of blues, of gospel, of like plantation music with African rhythmic influences. It's that whole genre of music was just a synthesis of a bunch of other genres of music, which is pretty much the truth for every style of music. What was it Bill Monroe said about bluegrass, where he thought I don't even remember, but didn't Bill Monroe say something about how he joined two things to make bluegrass, like the blues and gospel or something? I don't even remember. He said something like that. And that's true for genres. It's also true for personal styles. Like a little closer in the banjo world, Noam Pikelny, he sounds super fresh. Like no one has ever played the banjo like that before, right? What he has done to make a personal style is taken all of the bluegrass banjo tradition that was, started with Earl and started with Snuffy, whatever. Earl was the important one. Started with Earl and all those guys and came up to like Bela, and then Bela did his own thing where he infused jazz into banjo playing to a degree that no one else had really done before. Bill Keith pioneered a lot of Bela's innovations, but Bela was the one who really went full on with it and incorporated a ton of jazz stuff into just his bluegrass playing. Noam infused those two, and then also kind of had a wild card with country guitar Telecaster playing, which he also has a ton of stuff with that he throws into his banjo playing. And obviously he's had hundreds, thousands of other influences that contribute little tiny things to his playing. But I think those three things, imagine three circles, kind of infuse into Noam's playing and then make this really cool original thing of the bluegrass tradition with Bela's jazz stuff that he put in, and then country guitar. Putting all those three together, synthesizing them into a single style, made Noam who he is. And that's what everyone wants to do, right? They want to have their own personal style that's really cool that other people want to imitate. And how you do that is by learning many different things and then combining them all. And also sprinkling in your own original ideas here and there. But the bulk of the work is learning other music and then combining them. And that's where this comes in, with learning songs so deeply that they influence your style. What he recommends you do when you want to learn a new song is you listen to it like once in the morning and once a night, for as long as it takes until you can start singing with it. And then you sing along with it and until you can like sing it without the recording, right? After that, you learn the bass line, and then you learn the arpeggios of all the chords in the song. And that's a lot of work. That's probably going to take you like a month. And that's before you've even picked up your instrument to learn the song. But if you do know a song that deeply, once you pick up the instrument to learn it, it's just going to flow. And you're going to learn the song way faster. And more importantly than that, you're going to really know the song on a deep, visceral, subconscious level, which is going to make you play it better. If you're a classical musician and you're just reading the dots off the page in order to play your music, that's great, but you're sight reading, and you don't really know the song. Like you can play the song, but you don't know it in your head that well. Like, could you sing the song that you're gonna play? Could you sing all the chords? Can you sing the bass line of the song? If you can't do all that, then you don't. That song's not going to influence your style really well, and that's fine if it's like a last minute thing, and like you just have to get it learned and then play it for a gig or something. But if you want that song to really influence your style, you need to learn it mentally, orally, that deeply. And through that, the song will influence your style and create something unique to you, like Noam's playing or like Bach, that other people can imitate instead of you being the imitator, which is the goal. I don't even know if I know any songs that well. Maybe like St. Anne's Reel. So the melody is da 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 da. So that's the A part, and then of course I know the melody. I've been playing it, but the chords are, so it's D, G, and A. Da da da. Trying to sing the arpeggios of the chords like the book talks about. Da 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 da. So that's a D. Da 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 da. The G chord. Da 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 da. That's a D chord again. Da 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 da. G chord. Da 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 da. Yeah, so that's the A. The da 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 da. That is the A chord, right? Da 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 da. That is the A chord. So I can sing the arpeggios of the chords for that song, and the reason for that is because I've been playing it for years. There's no bass line for me to sing, at least not a standard one, right? I could make up one, and that would probably deepen my understanding of the song. But the point of the book is to have every song that you play in your repertoire that you want to be influenced by known to that degree. So I'm going to start trying to do that with Sugar Maple, which I've been learning. I only know probably the first quarter of it so far, so I'm going to try and do that with the rest of the song and get it really deeply ingrained before I start trying to transcribe it from the recording. And I'm also going to start doing it with Soldier's Joy, which is a fiddle tune that I don't know, but I really should know. So I'm going to learn that. But before I learn it, I'm going to go through the whole process that this book talks about. And I'll report back to you to see if I think that's worth the extra time. I think it will be, but we'll see. But yeah, that's kind of just what I wanted to talk about today. Talk about the ideas in that book. And stylistic things, which is an idea of the book. It's the book is Primacy of the Ear by Rand Blake. Highly recommend it. I think the ideas are really great. And yeah, wrap it up here for today. This is a practice log. If you actually want to see me practice, go watch the other practice logs, because I'm not practicing today. At least not in this video. I will practice later today, but do that. If you wanted to see me playing, I got videos of that. Got a lot of shorts. They all kind of suck, honestly, but you can watch them if you want to. You can go check out my Instagram. I got more videos of me playing. If you're looking for banjo lessons, hit me up. My email's in the description of this video. I'll teach you how to play banjo super well, just like me. No, I'm kidding. I kind of suck, but hey, if you want to get lessons, if you also want to kind of suck but sort of be kind of good, you can get lessons from me. That was a great marketing pitch. If you want to suck, get lessons from me. No, I will teach you how to play as well as you want to. Okay, this is a terrible marketing pitch. I'm cutting it off here. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.